Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
Block engines, an iconic category in the world of high-performance vehicles, have sculpted the history of the automotive industry. With their imposing power and distinctive features, famous for their generous displacement and ability to deliver impressive power, these engines have captured the imagination of car enthusiasts for decades. In this article, we explore in detail what a big block engine really is, examining its definition, its evolution over time, and its features and applications. From roaring muscle cars to ocean-going boats, big block engines have left an indelible mark on the automotive world, and we'll dive into the aspects that make these engines so unique and appreciated. Join us on this exciting journey through the very essence of mechanical power. What is a big block engine? Big block engines are true mechanical monsters within the automotive industry, distinguished by their imposing size and ability to generate considerable power. To understand their essence, it's essential to look at the key aspects of their definition and structure. Definition: big block engines take their name from the size of their cylinder block, a decisive feature in their design. In contrast to small block engines, big block engines are distinguished by their larger dimensions, reflecting higher displacement, and the ability to burn more fuel to produce gross power. Block size: the term big block refers to the physical size of the cylinder block. This component, which houses the engine's cylinders, is larger and heavier than that of small block engines. This has a direct impact on the engine's ability to accommodate larger internal components, resulting in greater displacement. Displacement, measured in cubic inches or liters, is a key indicator of an engine's ability to burn fuel. Big block engines feature a larger displacement, which translates into a greater quantity of air and fuel being admitted to the cylinders during each cycle, thus increasing power output. History and evolution: the history of big block engines dates back to the early days of the automotive industry, when the quest for superior power and performance led to the emergence of these imposing engines. The beginnings of big block engines: the first big block engines saw the light of day in the 1950s and 1960s, an era when motor racing was in full swing. Carmakers, particularly in the USA, began experimenting with larger cylinder blocks to meet the growing demand for sports cars and muscle cars. Technological developments: over the decades, big block engines have undergone significant technological evolutions. Improvements in cylinder head design, the use of lighter materials, and the integration of advanced technologies have optimized performance, while meeting increasingly stringent environmental standards. In short, a big block engine is defined by its generous size, imposing displacement, and rich history of technological evolution. In the following sections, we explore in detail the main features of these engines, as well as their varied applications. Main features of big block motors. Big block engines are distinguished by a set of fundamental characteristics that propel them to the top of the high-performance engine hierarchy. Let's take a closer look at these distinctive features that make big block engines so famous. Power. Power is the central element that defines big block engines. Their ability to generate considerable power is the direct result of two key factors: block size and displacement. The relationship between block size and power, the physical size of the cylinder block in a big block engine, enables the integration of larger internal components, such as pistons and valves, promoting greater air and fuel displacement. This translates into more vigorous combustion, generating significant power. Torque benefits: the big block engines also excel in terms of torque. Thanks to their high displacement, they produce abundant torque at relatively low engine speeds. This translates into powerful acceleration and rapid engine response. Performance: the overall performance of big block engines is not limited to raw power. They also influence other essential aspects, contributing to an exceptional driving experience. Acceleration: the ability of big block engines to produce high torque from low revs translates into impressive acceleration. Whether on the track or on the road, these engines offer a dynamic thrust that appeals to sporty driving enthusiasts. Top speed: the increased power of big block engines also translates into impressive top speeds. Vehicles equipped with these engines are often capable of peak performance that places them at the top of their class. Robustness. The structural robustness of big block engines is another crucial aspect of their design. This feature makes them suitable for a variety of applications, from motor racing to the most demanding jobs. Cast iron block design, and many big block engines adopt a cast iron cylinder block design, offering exceptional strength and durability. This robustness enables them to withstand high loads, guaranteeing reliable performance in a wide range of conditions. High load-bearing capacity. The solid construction of big block motors gives them the ability to withstand high loads without compromising their integrity. This makes them popular choices for a variety of applications, from heavy-duty traction to motor racing. Big block motors stand out for their impressive power, outstanding performance, and structural robustness. In the following section, we explore the various fields of application for these engines, illustrating their versatility and adaptability. Applications and sectors for big block motors. Big block motors are not limited to a single field of application, but find their place in a variety of sectors, offering the versatility that has contributed to their renown. Explore the fields where the imposing power of big block motors is deployed with gusto. Automotive. The automotive sector is the natural home of big block engines, where their raw power and exceptional performance have fueled the passion of high-performance car enthusiasts. Muscle cars. The iconic muscle cars of the 1960s and 1970s were often powered by big block engines. Models such as the Chevrolet Chevelle SS, Ford Mustang Boss 429, and Dodge Charger RT sported these imposing engines, offering an unrivaled driving experience on road and track. Trucks and commercial vehicles. Beyond sports cars, big block engines also found their way into trucks and utility vehicles. Heavy trucks and SUVs equipped with these engines are prized for their towing capacity and ability to carry heavy loads. Marine industry. The vast oceans and seas are also the playground for big block engines, where their power is harnessed to propel high-performance boats. High-performance boats. High-speed boating enthusiasts are drawn to boats powered by big block engines. These engines offer the power needed to glide across the water at impressive speeds, providing an unrivaled boating experience. Yachts. Some luxury yachts also incorporate big block engines to provide ample power and a comfortable cruising experience. These engines offer an alternative to traditional marine propulsion, while delivering exceptional performance. Heavy-duty equipment. Beyond the automotive and marine world, big block engines find their place in heavy equipment that demands considerable power. Construction equipment. Some construction equipment, such as bulldozers and loaders, use big block engines to provide the power needed for their operations. The robustness of these engines is a valuable asset on demanding worksites. Agricultural. In the agricultural sector, tractors and other heavy agricultural equipment can also be fitted with big block engines to meet the power requirements of various farming tasks. In conclusion, big block engines are proving to be versatile choices, finding their way into a multitude of applications ranging from sports vehicles to heavy equipment. The following section explores emblematic examples of brands and models that have contributed to the fame of these engines. Famous makes and models of big block engines. Over the decades, several automotive brands have left their mark on the world of big block engines, creating iconic models that continue to command the admiration of high-performance car enthusiasts. Explore these legendary makes and models that have helped shape the history of big block engines. Chevrolet Big Block. Chevrolet, one of the pioneers of big block engines, has created iconic models that embody power and performance. 396, 427, 454, and beyond. Chevrolet's big block engines came in a variety of displacements, the most notable of which include the 396, 427, and 454 cubic inches. These engines powered iconic muscle cars such as the Chevrolet Camaro, Chevelle, and Corvette. Corvette and Chevelle SS. The Chevrolet Corvette and Chevelle SS are classic examples of vehicles powered by big block engines. High-performance versions of these models helped establish Chevrolet's reputation as a leading sports car manufacturer. Ford 385 series. Ford also played a significant role in the history of big block engines, notably with the 385 series, which spawned high-displacement engines. 429-460, Ford's 429 and 460 cubic inch series engines have powered iconic models such as the Ford Mustang Boss 429 and the Ford F-Series. These engines have left their mark on Ford's history of automotive performance. Mustang and F-Series. The Ford Mustang, symbol of American power, benefited from the installation of big block engines, giving this muscle car icon remarkable power. F-Series trucks, such as the Ford F-150, also adopted powerful versions of these engines. Mopar RB and Hemi, a Chrysler Group's Mopar division, introduced powerful big block engines, including the RB series and the famous Hemi engines. For 26 Hemi, a Mopar's 426 Hemi engine has become legendary in the racing world. Installed in vehicles such as the Dodge Charger and the Plymouth Barracuda, the 426 Hemi has set records and gained notoriety on the racetrack. Charger and Challenger, the Dodge's Charger and Challenger models, powered by big block engines, have made their mark with their imposing design and unrivaled performance. These vehicles embody the successful fusion of power and aesthetics. In short, Chevrolet, Ford and Mopar are among the manufacturers who have shaped the history of big block engines, powering legendary vehicles on roads and circuits. The following section will address the challenges and considerations these engines face in the context of environmental standards and technological evolution. Challenges and considerations for big block engines. Despite their rich history and impressive power, big block motors face contemporary challenges that demand innovative solutions and constant adaptation. Let's delve into the challenges and considerations surrounding these iconic engines. Fuel consumption. One of the major challenges facing big block engines is their high fuel consumption, an aspect increasingly criticized. In an age of environmental awareness and energy efficiency, big block engines, due to their large displacement and power-oriented design, have traditionally been less energy efficient than smaller engines. This makes them less compliant with growing fuel economy standards. Recent developments, however, the automotive industry is rapidly evolving to meet these challenges. Advances such as direct fuel injection, electronic engine management and optimized combustion systems are helping to improve the energy efficiency of big block engines, making them more environmentally friendly. Emissions. Increasingly stringent environmental regulations have put the spotlight on emissions, prompting manufacturers to rethink big block engines to reduce their impact on the air and the environment. Environmental standards. Emissions of greenhouse gases and other pollutants are subject to strict standards in many parts of the world. Big block engines, because of their higher combustion, can face challenges in meeting these standards, requiring advanced emission control technologies. Emissions reduction technologies. To meet these challenges, automakers are integrating technologies such as more efficient catalyst systems, exhaust gas recirculation, and compliance with Euro and EPA emission standards. These technologies aim to minimize the environmental impact of big block engines while preserving their performance. While big block engines are celebrated for their unrivaled power, they face modern challenges that demand innovative solutions. The automotive industry is actively developing advanced technologies to reconcile the characteristic power of big block engines with increasingly stringent environmental standards. The future of these iconic engines is shaped by the delicate balance between traditional performance and contemporary sustainability requirements. Differences between big block and small block engines. Big block and small block engines are distinguished by several key features, influencing their performance and use. Explore these fundamental differences to better understand the choices and applications of each type of motor. 1. Cylinder block size. A big block, the cylinder block is wider, offering greater displacement capacity for increased power. Small block, the cylinder block is narrower, which limits displacement capacity and power compared with big blocks. 2. Displacement. A big block offers a larger displacement, enabling greater fuel combustion and raw power. Small block, a smaller displacement for more moderate performance and better fuel economy. 3. Weight. A big block, due to their size and larger components, big block engines are generally heavier. Small block, lighter due to their compact design, which can improve vehicle maneuverability. 4. Performance. A big block, excellent for applications requiring raw power, such as muscle cars and heavy-duty towing vehicles. Small block, suitable for a wider range of applications, offering a balance between power and fuel economy. 5. Applications. A big block, preferred in high-performance vehicles, heavy trucks, and power-hungry applications. Small block, versatile, used in a variety of vehicles, including everyday cars and some performance models. In summary, cylinder block size, displacement, weight, and performance are the main differences between big block and small block engines. influencing their use in various sectors of the automotive industry. FAQ, frequently asked questions, big block engines. What distinguishes a big block engine from a small block engine? The main criterion for distinguishing a big block engine from a small block engine is the size of the cylinder block. Big block engines have a larger block, allowing for greater displacement and generally higher power output than small block engines. How important is displacement in a big block engine? Displacement, measured in cubic inches or liters, determines the amount of air and fuel an engine can burn in a cycle. In a big block engine, a larger displacement contributes directly to greater power. What are the application sectors for big block engines? Big block engines are used in a variety of sectors, including the automotive industry, muscle cars, trucks, the marine industry, high-performance boats, yachts, and heavy equipment, construction and agricultural machinery. Their power makes them suitable for a wide range of applications. Which car brands are famous for their big block engines? Chevrolet, Ford, and Motor, Chrysler, are among the most famous brands for their big block engines. Models such as the Chevrolet Corvette, Ford Mustang Boss 429 and Dodge Charger have helped establish the reputation of these engines. How do big block engines cope with environmental standards? Big block engines face challenges related to fuel consumption and emissions. Manufacturers are adopting modern technologies such as direct injection, electronic engine management and advanced emission control systems to meet environmental standards. Are big block engines suitable for everyday use? Although big block engines are often associated with extreme performance, some models have been adapted for everyday use. However, their fuel consumption and power may make them less practical for everyday driving than more economical engines. Are there any modern big block engines? Yes, some manufacturers continue to produce big block engines, although their design incorporates modern technologies to improve fuel efficiency and reduce emissions. These engines combine classic big block power with more environmentally friendly performance. Are big block engines used in motor racing? Yes, big block engines have a long history of success in motor racing. Their high power output and abundant torque make them ideal for races such as drag racing and muscle car competitions. In conclusion, big block engines remain mechanical gems that continue to win the admiration of automotive and performance enthusiasts. Their ability to generate considerable power and propel a variety of vehicles makes them an essential part of automotive history. However, faced with the modern challenges of fuel efficiency and emissions, these engines are evolving to adapt to contemporary standards, while preserving their heritage of raw power and exceptional performance. In conclusion, big block engines represent a remarkable fusion of power and performance, redefining what we expect from automotive engineering. Their impressive displacement and torque capabilities make them a favorite among enthusiasts and professionals alike. Whether you're looking to dominate the racetrack or simply enjoy the thrill of raw horsepower on the open road, understanding the intricacies of big block engines can enhance your appreciation for these mechanical marvels. As we continue to explore advancements in technology and design, the legacy of big block engines will undoubtedly evolve, but their essence will always remain rooted in the pursuit of power and performance. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of big block engines.